Morning, millionaires. Good morning, millionaires. I hope everybody's feeling incredible this morning. My name is Haziq Ali. I'm a revenue acceleration coach. I'm a self esteem development fanatic, right? And our simple premise is that we're here to help you go further, faster with less effort, right? Every single week, we're giving you the rules and tools that they never seem to teach us in school. You know, a lot of this stuff that I'm giving you is straight from my own life. It's straight from my own sort of like journey. It's this ability we all have to grow if we'll just stay consistent, right? I don't know how many of you get the newsletter, but you can join down there. You'll always get Haziq's technique of the week in that newsletter, and people seem to find it really, really helpful. So I wanted to make sure that y'all knew about it. I want to welcome the YouTube gang. Give me a replay if you're watching the replay. I want to welcome everybody from LinkedIn. I want to welcome everybody from Facebook. I want to welcome everybody from Twitter. We're about to get this party started. This is a good time to rep your city, y'all. Let's go.
You have something special. You have greatness in you. Hello, this is Les Brown, and you're in the right place at the right time because we're going to bring the millionaire out of you.
That's a fact. Let's get it.
Thank you.
All right.
Please announce yourself. All participants are muted. Entry and exit tones are off.
Okay, so if you pay attention to our newsletter every week, then you already know this. But every single week in the newsletter that you see down there at the bottom, where it's like scrolling at the bottom, it's like go to millionaireminded.com and join the world's best newsletter for entrepreneurs and all of that. Our newsletter is strictly based around this one idea, y'all, that everybody can get better. No matter where you're starting at, you can have a whole different life a year from now. You can have a whole different life 2 years from now. Because if you want more, all you got to do is become more. It's simple, right? If you will just serve, then before you know it, you'll deserve. If you'll become valuable, you'll become powerful. You guys hear me say that all the time. And one of the questions I always get is about like, how do I increase sales? Now, a lot of times I tell them what you got to do is start with increasing your mindset. You got to start with increasing your ability to understand the problems of the person that you're talking to, right? Like I always tell you that like you need to be more clear on the fact that you have pure intentions and therefore that's going to come off of you. I talk to you about how you need the posture of a friend. You need to keep notes in your personnel file. And then after that, you need to plug them into something that allows you to follow up with them without having to feel like a salesperson, right? I tell you all of these fundamentals over and over and over again, because as we all know, fundamentals need to be repeated over and over and over again. But the number one question that I always get is, how do I close? Like, what do I say to them after this presentation? I done brought them to the meeting, or I put them on the Zoom call, or I had them listen to the recording, or I had them listen to one of my friends who kind of talked to them about what it is I do. What do I say after that, Hazi? You know, what do I say after the presentation is done and it's just me and the person? Like, how do I kick it with them then? So what I'm going to do for you this morning is give you my 3 favorite closes for after a presentation. But check this out, y'all. How many of you have taken that course I did called Selling with Questions? Selling with Questions. How many of you have taken that? That is a really good start for you. I was talking to one of my friends last night, yesterday, I should say, and then early this morning we were texting, and check it out. He was like, I need a complete reset. I need to forget everything I ever learned about sales, everything I ever learned about being an entrepreneur, and just start from scratch. I was like, bro, start with Selling with Questions. Start with Selling with Questions. Any of y'all check out that course? Any of you that are watching right now, did you take that course we did, not this past Saturday, where we did mind reading for entrepreneurs? And that one was like, you know what I mean? But how many of you took Selling with Questions? If you didn't take it, type that in the comments right now. Selling with Questions, and then give me a share. Selling with Questions. We'll get you the link if you want to take the class. Better late than never. You know, never late is better, but better late than never. If you haven't taken that course yet, I want to encourage you to do it. Somebody put Selling with Questions in the comments and give me a share. Yeah, good morning. Good morning. All right, let's go. Let's go, young Coco. is in the house. We got Detroit in the building. Indiana's in the building. I love it. Akron, Ohio is up in this thing. Let's go, Mr. Robertson. Let's go. Let's go. Donna's in the house. What's up, Donna? That means Atlanta is up in here. Were you at the Small Business Expo, Donna? It was amazing. My man, Alan. Hey, Alan, how was that class this weekend, bro? Okay, Miss Rosario. Let's go. Let's go. All right, Sagittarius season. We ain't mad at you. My man, D Money is in the house. Yeah, selling with questions. How many of you took that selling with questions class? Mr. Ruffin, did you take selling with questions, man? Did you take selling with questions? That thing was a game changer. Yeah, young Shizzy. That thing was a game changer. Selling with questions. So if you haven't taken that course yet, if you haven't told your staff about it or your team, I highly suggest you go in there and take that course called Selling with Questions. Selling with Questions. Exactly. Selling with Questions. It's a game changer. It's a game changer. If you're looking to invest a little something into yourself because you know you're going to get a return when you invest in yourself, I highly suggest you take that class. Okay, so enough shameless promotion. Now we're going to talk about my 3 best closes for after a presentation. A lot of times, man, I remind you that first comes rapport, which is why mind reading for entrepreneurs was so important. First comes that rapport. 80% of the sale is rapport, right? 80% of the sale is rapport. How can you instantly build rapport? Well, there's a lot of ways you can do it, and we teach you those. The second step is an icebreaker, right? After you build rapport, you need a way that you can slide the business conversation into normal conversation you're having. Yeah, social media is cool. Yeah, doing ads and all this cool stuff. You fly, I love it, but check it out. You still need a way to talk to some of these 8 billion people that's on the planet walking alongside you, because 8 billion of them have problems, right? And entrepreneurs are here to solve problems. If you can just learn the art of listening for the problem and then picking out a benefit that you have, you're going to change your life. You hear me? Because we'll all trade $10 for you to save $1. We'll all trade $10 for you to help us fix a $100 problem. We'll all give you $100 if you help us fix a $1,000 problem. We'll all give you $1,000 easily if you help us fix a $10,000 problem. Can I get a witness? And so what we need to do is learn to listen for the problems, pick out the problem that we want to help them fix, choose a benefit of ours that will help them fix that problem, and then ask them if they want another option for their lives. And that is what freedom is, after all, options. So what are we doing in a nutshell? Giving people freedom. Giving people freedom. You're right. And then after that comes a presentation. But sometimes after the presentation, what happens is you need something to say to them. You need something to say to them, right? It's incredible, but most people have never thought about this before they get into it. It's like, dang, he's right. What am I going to say? So this morning, we're going to go through it together. Here's close number 1. If you're ready, somebody give me, yeah, this is for something like insurance. Absolutely. This is for everything, Donna. The Kaizen Academy is for entrepreneurs. It doesn't matter what kind of business you're in. Literally, these are the fundamentals of business that they never taught you in business school, because a lot of times your business school teacher didn't even have a business. Does that make sense to somebody out there? All right, so check it out. Check it out. Here's the first close I got for you. Somebody type this in the comments. So what's going to be easier for you? Type that in the comments and give me a share. So what's going to be easier for you? I'm explaining in a minute. So what's going to be easier for you? What's going to be easier for you? Yeah, I'll share the link, Queen. Inbox me and I'll send it to you. Less than a price of a cup of coffee that you get every month. And you can be in our Academy for Entrepreneurs. It's insane how much value we give. These are the same techniques I use to take my own company to the Inc. 5000 list of fastest growing companies in America 2 years in a row now. And now we're headed for the 3rd year, right? So somebody type that in the comments for me. Let me make sure you guys are awake. Let me make sure that you are, well, reach out to me, Miss Austin. Reach out to me. I got you. Just reach out to me. Say, send me the link. Send me the link. And then we got you. Somebody type that in the comments and give me a share, y'all. So what's going to be easier for you? right? That's what I start off with. And then I add these choices, right? Choice number one is going to be our incredible offer. Whatever it is we done picked out as the benefit that they can benefit from, right? The benefit that'll solve their problem. Or I give them choice number two. Don't take our offer and keep their life the same. Don't take our offer and keep the life the same. So at the end, Donna done got finished doing her insurance presentation. I'm talking to my friend, and then I'm just like, yeah. So what's going to be easier for you? Get started tonight. So maybe by this time next year, you can be working from home instead of having to commute through all that traffic and spend all this time away from your family, or you continue commuting to that job you hate. What's going to be easier for you? We get started now so that a year from now you can have 100 extra points on your credit score. A year from now you can have a 750, a 780, a 800 credit score. Or don't get started and kind of keep your credit score the same. What's going to be easier for you? Get started now so that you can have the extra time freedom you need to be home and raise your own children, or kind of like put it off and let the daycare raise your children. Now that last one is kind of harsh, but does everybody see where I'm going with this? Let me see it right now in the comments. What is going to be your favorite way to use? So what's going to be easier for you? Y'all want to type that out in the comments real quick? So what's going to be easier for you? And then let me see your two choices. Let me see your two choices. I'm giving you a glimpse into how we do it in the Kaizen Academy. You know what I mean? In the Kaizen Academy, homework never expires. So even if you're watching a class from, 6 months ago, okay, when you send me in that homework, I'm still going to respond. I'm still going to give you comments. I'm still going to give you suggestions. So try it out right now. This is kind of a Kaizen Academy edition of Good Morning Millionaire. This is a Kaizen Academy edition of Good Morning Millionaire. So what's going to be easier for you? And then choice number one is going to be our incredible offer. And then choice number two is don't take our offer and keep your life the same. Real simple, right? So what's going to be easier for you? Start the night. So maybe next year you can quit commuting and work from home, or continue commuting to that job until you retire. Continue commuting to that job you hate until you retire. What's going to be easier, man? And then you kind of say it like that with a finality. Like, girl, so what's going to be easier for you? Keep on, spending all this time away from your family at that job you hate, or get started now with a small little part-time business, small little part-time income that can keep on growing month after month after month with us doing some simple steps. What's going to be easier for you, girl? Y'all with me? Everybody with me? I like that, Donna. I like that. Y'all see how she did that? What's going to be easier for you? Put the coverage in place now, or just wait on people pass away and then do a GoFundMe? What's going to be easier now? Passing a hat when people transition, or passing out envelopes? Passing out envelopes with cash in them things. What's going to be easier for you? Y'all see what I'm saying? So somebody give me that in the comments and then give me a share. I want to make sure everybody got it. I want to brand it into your mind. Do that for me real quick. So what's going to be easier for you? And then give me a share. So what's going to be easier for me? And then give me a share. So what's going to be easier for you? Use business credit and funding, right? So that you can scale much quicker without using your personal money, or keep using your bill money for your business. Woo! Woo! Y'all see that? Somebody's catching it. My man Daryl. So what's going to be easier for you? Watching your competition grow their business to a second location, or get started now so you can dominate your market? I like it. I like it. Digital Daryl is in the house. That's right. So what's going to be easier for you? Give it to me. So what's going to be easier for you? What's going to be easier for you? That's a really good one, right? So what's going to be easier for you? Try that and then give a share. Try that and then share it. So what's going to be easier for you? Me delivering a $100,000 check to your family, or donating $100 to your GoFundMe later? Man, you better preach. That's a good one. That's a good one. Is everybody seeing how this can work for your business? So what's going to be easier for you? All right, let's try another one. Here's another one. Here's my second favorite one. Does it make sense? Somebody type that in the comments. Does it make sense? Right? And so the way you use this one, does it make sense? And then give me a share. Type that out. Does it make sense? And then give me a share. Does it make sense? Sometimes I'm giving you heart set. Sometimes I'm giving you mindset. Today we're talking skill set. I'm teaching you the skill of closing. A couple little tactics that you can use, right? A couple little scripts that you can type into your power book. Just use one of them. You don't have to use all three. Just pick out one that's going to be your favorite one to use, and then hurry up and get somebody on a presentation, and then try this. Try this. Here's the second one. Does it make sense to? Does it make sense to? And then you talk about your incredible offer instead of, and then you say something that's basically meaning keep your life the same. So here's an example of that one. Does it make sense to start earning a part-time income with us now instead of trying to get by on one paycheck? See that? Does it make sense for you to get started on your working on your credit now instead of keeping your credit so low that you have to pay all this extra money for the simple things in life? Does it make sense that you start working on your business credit now instead of continuing to use your bill money for your business? Man, that's a heck of a line right there. Instead of using your bill money for your business. So at the end, after they get finished presenting, let's say you came out to one of the events we about to start doing in Atlanta, Georgia, or maybe you're in Indiana, maybe you're in Akron, Ohio, right? Maybe you're in Chicago, Illinois, right? Maybe you're in Huntsville, Alabama, and they just got finished with the presentation. What you can say at the end is, so does it make sense to get started now? So a year from now, maybe you can work from home instead of just continuing to waste all of your life working for some job and some boss you don't even like that much. Because they already done told me they ain't like the boss that much, right? Right, Neff? Is that a fact? So what I'm suggesting you do is use this. Does it make sense? Let me see your favorite way to use this. Does it make sense not to have coverage instead of getting started today? Really simple, right? Really simple, but powerful. My man, Daryl, does it make sense to start a part-time business with us or keep working a part-time job where they can lay you off at any time? I might even add a little something to it, a little weight, a little gravitas to that thing. Does that make sense, everybody? I love it, man. Y'all are catching this really quickly. And it never expires, so you can go and add them later on. But I hope they were sparking your ideas. Here's number 3 I got for you, and then we out of here. So this is real simple. This is real simple. At the end of the presentation, you just say this. So would you like to know the first steps we'll take to kind of kickstart your business? So would you like to know the first steps we'll take to kind of kickstart your business? If they say yes, they just made the mental decision to join. They just decided to join. Just that easy. Now we just describe the startup steps and we're done. From there, it's just like, so what name would you want on the checks? You know, somebody write that in the comments. So what name do you want on your checks? Right? We get paid 5 times a month, girl. So what name you want on your checks? And then we start filling that out in the app. Or we start filling that out on the form before we pass our phone over to them to do the sensitive information. But we can get that thing started for them, right? That's a little bonus for you. We'll call that 3.5. So what name would you like on the checks? Somebody type that in. That's all I got for you. I just wanted to give you 3 of them real quick. I ain't going to overdo it. But are you going to use this? You going to use this? Scale of 1 to 10, how helpful was this? And which one are you going to use? Number 1, number 2, or number 3? Number 1, number 2, or number 3? It's affirmation time, y'all. Let's get it. Let's get it. How helpful was this to you? See, because now what I want to do is I want you to use it. I want to stay on you that you're going to use it. I want you to inbox me. I want you to tell me your results when you use it. Shouts out to everybody that's been giving us testimonies lately. Shouts out to everybody that's been giving us testimonies lately. Yeah, my man Daryl said all of them. All of them. Yeah. Deborah said her favorite, she said this is a 10. And then she said her favorite one is, does it make sense? Yeah. Would you like to know the first steps to take? Donna, was this helpful? Was this helpful, Donna? Did you catch something? Did you catch something you're going to use? Yeah. So Carol, you can just if you're already on a text message system, Carol, then all you do is just write in, respond to the quote we send out that morning. Like, this morning at 9:09, you're gonna get a quote you can put on social media. Everybody is on Dear Millionaire. You get quotes, you get all types of personal development videos, all types of, just cool stuff. So text message @MillMind to the number 81010. @MillMind to the number 81010. And you can write me there. Or if you follow me on Facebook, you can inbox me there. Or on Instagram, I am Mr. Haziq Ali. That's my Instagram right there. Mr. Haziq Ali on Instagram. And you can inbox me there. Mr. Haziq Ali. And anybody who wants access to Selling with Questions, reach out to me. And we're going to hook you up with the world's most incredible school for entrepreneurs and entrepreneur habits, the Kaizen Academy. All right, y'all. Repeat after me. You ready? All right. Say it like you mean it. Say it like you mean it. Good, Donna. I'm glad to hear that, Queen. All right, let's go. Let's go. Good, D Money. Good. You're so welcome. You're so welcome. All right, y'all. Let's get it. It's affirmation time. You'd be surprised how well these things work, man. I suggest you try it. Take your cool off. Just try something new. Going into the new year, what we know is that if we want new results, we got to try new things. Repeat after me. Say it like you mean it. I am so happy and grateful that money comes to me easily and frequently